Hello, what's happening? Matt, aka Lethal Frag here, and today we're going to talk about camping and why it's good for the game, why it's good for your game, and why you should camp. And I'm not talking about camping 100% of the time. In fact, I'm not much of a camper myself. You know, I have been in the past. I understand how to camp. And I think this good game is a good demonstration of why it's important to learn how to camp. I will say I'm playing with a very good team, and this is the only reason I opted to use high kill streaks on domination. If you've been watching my commentaries for a while, you know I love to run for the objective. But playing with this caliber of players, I knew that they were going to hold down the flags. There wasn't going to be that many opportunities for me to, play the way I like to. Sure, I can go 3-cap, but, everybody on the team's pretty good, and they're going to hold down their position, so that's not something I needed to really worry about that much. Not too worried about losing this one, and of course, if we did start losing, I would throw in that run and gun class in a minute, but we are on a pretty good streak here. So talking about camping, on domination, it's really simple. There's always an area that covers both flags, and on cracked, this is the area between A and B. And this little room right here has these two little windows, and you can see so much out of these windows. You'll just see there's all sorts of opportunities, and watching my teammates, they're all kind of hanging around the B area, keeping everybody out of there. So, I got the other areas covered for my team. I'm not going to let anybody cap A, and clearly my teammates have B held down. I still have some defense opportunities on B. And I sit in this room for a good couple minutes, and once again I will say, this is not how I normally play. This is just a style of play that I have in my arsenal if this is what I want to do. And if I'm playing on a good team and I want to relax, this is often what I do, is just to sit back and relax and not stress out too much, just defend those flags and get the win. Doesn't always result in a massive game, but it can. Just playing all sorts of great people. We got Pick My Perk, Penny Gadget, Dutchy DC, and a couple others on the team, just really solid. And this, like I said, I really like to 3-cap in domination, but you got to respect the other players on your team, especially if you're playing with people you haven't played with that much, and not go run and constantly 3-cap, because some people find that really annoying. It's just kind of good equity not to always force the action. But I mean, if I get together with my boys, we are 3-capping all day. So I mean, I threw Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, Dogs on this one. I think I'd come up short on Dogs for like my 4-minute camping session. Ended up getting a Chopper Gunner, making the other team rage quit, and we get an easy win. So if you've been following my previous commentaries, you'll hear me talk about if you're a camper that you need to go run and gun, and if you run and gun, you need to go camp. And this is a perfect example of why. If you just run and gun on cracked, if you're just a pure objective player, you don't understand the true power of the different angles. And this window right here does not provide the best angle. However, it provides a pretty good angle. You can, navigate between the two flags. You don't have that many opportunities for kills past that. However, you're holding down a key position, which is right between the two flags. That's where you need to be to win the game. You're covering what you need to win. And you'll find on almost every single map there is a spot like this, or a room, or just a little niche where you can sit and defend two flags at once. And you can rack up some pretty great defense games doing this, but you're not going to get that many captures. Frankly, if you want to score big on a consistent basis, and you're not playing with the same people all the time like this, it's much more effective to go run than it is to sit back and defend like this. When I played Domination in Modern Warfare 2, I was a pure runner. I never ever did this. However, when I played Team Deathmatch, this is the style of play that I used in Modern Warfare 2. Not always in the the exact same window every single match or anything, but I like to hold it down and watch how the spawns work and pick people off from super long range. That's how you camp. You got to understand all those angles. And now if you're running gunning, you may understand, okay, some people like to camp in that window, but do you understand why they like to camp in that window? Yeah, just took the whole team out right there, and I wonder they rage quit. Just looking at the overview of this map from the Chopper Gunner, there's so many good angles, especially that 3-story with the the little window that I'm looking at right now. you can do some serious damage in that building. And it all breaks down to angles. I mean, up on top of that roof, if you're going between the window and looking down, there's a good 10 places where an enemy could theoretically come out. And if you're good at reading the mini-map, you have a pretty good shot at, having some kill angles lined up. You also see that I don't use these kill streaks very much in my commentary because I don't find getting chopper gunner and dogs to be that exciting, especially for a commentary gameplay standpoint. But this game demonstrates what I'm talking about. You have to have the skill of camping in your arsenal to be great. You really take your running gunning game up to the next level, because now you understand where you're being shot from. And even if you watch a kill cam of somebody shooting you from long range, you don't get the full picture of what that area is capable of. You'll find the premier camping spots and really good campers are the people that are racking up those consistent games. Maybe they don't have, the greatest score per minute, but, they have a 2.5 kill death because they're putting together a lot of games of 14-6, 16-8, then 16-6. They put together good games consistently. And there's a lot to be said for consistency when you're playing FPS games. It's great if you can bust out an 80 kill game, but you're probably not going to do that every game. Probably going to do that once every 12 games. If you're really good. If you're really good, maybe you only get that game, 1 out of 100. And sure, it feels great when you get that huge game, but being able to play consistently is a little more important from a winning perspective. And really, that's why I play FPS games. I play to win. I want to win the game, and however I have to play to win the game is how I'm going to play. Maybe that's not my preferred style of play, but if I see, we have too many runners on the team, I will absolutely sit back and do the right thing to win the game. It really takes a lot of practice and getting used to, frankly, to play in a way that's uncomfortable for you, but you'll just find these little spots and niches that even if you are running, you have a second to stop and hang out if things get hectic, you know that that's a good spot that you can control multiple areas from. And what it really boils down to is variety and how many different skills do you have in your arsenal. I have nothing against any style of play, including camping. And people that run with the AK-74U, good for you if you're good with that. But not taking the time to understand the long angles will really hurt your running game. And obviously some people are naturally talented and they can just run and, have a 3+ kill death. Mostly that's people playing on a team where they're set up to do that, how they understand how to do that. Not the average player. It's really hard to get a 3 running gunning. It's a little bit easier playing the long range style, but it can be done. It's going to take a lot of teamwork. If you have some great slayers on your team, some great long range players, it makes your running gunning game so much easier because you understand where the enemy's spawning and you're able to flip it or just run some spawn manipulation and get them as they come out. Well, that's my reason why you should camp. That's all I got. Frag out.